New satellite images obtained by German press have shed new light on Russia's concerning military build-up on the Ukraine border. The territorial dispute has once again come to a head after over 7 years of conflict, with footage of Russia amassing tanks on surrounding highways dominating world news in recent weeks. Russian military analysts have already warned global powers the situation could devolve into a world war if Vladimir Putin's latest land grab on the Ukraine's southeastern region prompts world leaders to retaliate with force. The new satellite release pictures a large Russian military camp 30 kilometers from Marfivka in East Crimea. German newspaper Der Spiegel reports the camp is located just 280 kilometers from Ukrainian territories and housing portions of Russia's 58th Army. Ruslan Leviev, an open-source analyst with Conflict Intelligence Team, described the build-up as the greatest concentration of Russian armed forces since 2014 and 2015. The new information comes barely a fortnight after unprecedented Russian military presence was spotted in the Arctic. Russia's Defence Minister Sergei Shoigu admitted to mobilizing the nation's forces last week, but insisted it was simply a precautionary measure in response to recent military mobilization from NATO near Russia's Polish border. The troops have shown their full readiness to fulfill tasks to ensure the country's security, he said, describing the recent events as a threat to Russia. Russian media has remained highly critical of intervention from the West throughout the conflict. Editor-in-chief of state-backed news network RT, Margarita Simonyan, described war with Ukraine as inevitable, claiming Russia could defeat its neighbor in 2 days in conventional war. Russian military camp at a training ground in East Crimea, about 280 kilometers from Ukraine-controlled territory. In conventional war, we could defeat Ukraine in 2 days, but it will be another kind of war. We'll do it, and then, the US will respond by turning off power to the Russian city, Voronezh. The UK is now getting prepared to send 2 Navy ships to the Black Sea in solidarity with Ukraine in May, despite recent tensions between the US and Russia over naval territory. One Type 45 destroyer armed with anti-aircraft missiles and an anti-submarine Type 23 frigate will leave the Royal Navy's carrier task group in the Mediterranean, the Sunday Times reported this morning. However, Moscow has now moved to close of parts of the Kerch Strait separating Crimea and Russia after US President Joe Biden threatened to send 2 Navy battleships to the region before calling them off. The Kremlin had previously warned the US to steer clear of the region for their own good, describing their threatened naval deployment in the Black Sea as a provocation. A Ukrainian serviceman patrols near the front line with Russia-backed separatists near small city of Marfivka, Donetsk region on April 12, 2021. Analysts on high alert say the recent game of military musical chairs has fogged predictions on what might just happen next. Speaking to the Rosbalt news organization in Russia earlier this month, defense analyst Pavel Felgenhauer said the unpredictability of the nation's latest military push was cause for extra concern. The crisis has the potential to escalate into a pan-European war, if not even a world one, Mr. Felgenhauer said. For now, it's just potential. Will it happen or not? Let's wait and see. In the West, they don't know what to do about it. Even the Pope had words of advice on the developing crisis, calling for a peaceful resolution to the ongoing crisis, which has claimed the lives of over 3,300 people with up to 31,000 estimated wounded. I am following with deep concern the events in several areas of eastern Ukraine, where in recent months violations of the ceasefire have multiplied, and I observe with great apprehension the increase of military activities, Pope Francis told several hundred people gathered in St. Peter's Square. I firmly hope that the increase of tensions may be avoided and, on the contrary, gestures may be made that are capable of promoting mutual trust and fostering reconciliation and peace, so necessary and so desired. A Ukrainian serviceman cleans his machine gun at a position on the front line with Russia-backed separatists near Gorlivka, Donetsk region.